went from the hard-working gardener to a byword of all the gossip talk. Friends, family, doctors become senders. Now I'm walking from walkie bike because I'm riding my walkie bike. And I've found many adventures to like, sitting in the saddle day and night, strapping strong to tower kept its warning in a throat of iron rain, and the road below was moving like an army without a face.
At the third bell, no one leaves. At the fourth bell, no one kneels.
So bind the doors with winter, set the signal on the wall. When the last horn calls the mountain, I will answer for them all. Ring out, citadel bell, tell the valley we remain. Through the stone, through the steel, through the thunder at the gate. Ring out, citadel bell, let the oath become a blade. We were named by the storm, but we are not afraid. Hold the gate, hold the Piano marks the stairwell with a sorrow thin and bright. Strings begin their marching underneath the dying light. I see the broken standard still refusing to descend. Not a crown, not a throne, only walls we must defend.
The west tower falls. The north road burns. The bell is struck. The line returns.
So lift the ash from armor, let the choir split the sky. If the citadel is ending, it will not end quietly. Ring out, citadel bell, tell the valley we remain. Through the stone, through the steel, through the thunder at the gate. Ring out, citadel bell, let the oath become a blade. We were named by the storm, but we are not afraid. When the doors are sealed behind me, when the stair is cracked in two, I will carry every lantern till the dawn can carry through. Stone and bomb, bell and drum, stand down, stand down. Ring out, citadel bell, shake the valley with our name. Through the stone, through the steel, through the thunder at the gate. Ring out, citadel bell, let the oath become a blade. We were named by the storm, but we are not afraid. Hold the gate, hold the gate, hold the gate. The bell remains.
The guardian sinks into restless sleep where nameless dreams coil far too deep. A hush descends where prayers once stirred, blanketing every broken word. Fellowship clings to borrowed light for unloved souls lost in endless night. The dreaming fades as sight goes sleep. Footsteps echo where stars have fled. Time caused regret in what was said. Through hollow halls, through sorrow seen, hope thins inside the drifting dream. Voices rise, then fall apart. Unanswered knocks upon the heart. The dreaming fades as sight goes blind. Cold reminders claw the mind. Shelter fractures, shadows creep. The guardian must sleep. The guardian must sleep. Joy dissolves to quiet pain. Old vows rust where they were sworn. Truth worn thin and hope outworn. Every wish repeats too late, circling the teeth of fate. The dreaming fades as sight goes blind. Cold reminders claw the mind. Shelter fractures, shadows creep. The guardian must sleep. The guardian must sleep. Dreams grow loud with borrowed flame, wearing guilt instead of names. Light flickers thin behind his eyes, a spark the darkness still denies. If he wakes, the world will see what mercy cost creation's plea. The dreaming fades as sight goes blind. Cold reminders claw the mind. Shelter fractures, shadows creep. The guardian must sleep. The guardian must sleep. A veiled past sways in shifting gray. Moonlight dressed to look like day. Fate laughs low behind the veil, guiding hands that always fail. Hope hums soft, a fleeting guide, but night remains no place to hide. The dreaming fades as sight goes blind. Cold reminders claw the mind. Shelter fractures, shadows creep. The guardian must sleep. The guardian must sleep. The dreaming breaks, the silence screams. Truth seeps through the fractured seams. If he wakes, the cost is steep. So the guardian must sleep. Let the world believe the lie that rest can keep the dark at bay. For when the guardian at last awakes, dreams can't shield what the dawn must take. The scenes are all wrong, cut in deep in the grain. A constriction of tension, a crusher disdain. You cling like a brief spun from wire and heat, busting the rhythm, the pulse and the beat. A tight frantic tether, a strangle fashion is armor to survive the reality of life. Yet this fabric is friction, a dull, rusted knife. Baby, fit me in, I'm changing the fold. Tired of the shivering, tired of the cold. Fit in the timing, fit into me. I'll set the fabric and the silhouette free. Fit me in, baby, I'm clearing the space. I can't keep living in this stitched up embrace. If the cut isn't clean, if the garment won't hold, then why keep the hanger? Why keep the attire that pulls at the stitches and feeds on the fire? The wardrobe is shifting, the fabrics must change to something that fits in a beautiful range. Fit in or be gone. Fit in or I'm moving on.
Time is young and unafraid. Time is the here and now. Time is the schoolyard bell. Time is a date. Time is for later. As you grow older, the time will come when you find your friends, when you meet the love of your life, when you have children, when you build your career. Minutes slip away, hours drift by, days fade into night, weeks turn to months, years within.
Smoke has settled, skies are clear. No distant sirens left to hear. The shattered mask lies on the floor, a symbol of what was before. The battle's done, the night has passed. A storm we never thought would last. Yet here we stand beneath the sun, realizing what we've overcome. The lab still bears its faded scars, the broken glass, the twisted bars, but now they feel less like a cage and more like signs we've turned the page.
We lost our way,
We lost our home,
we thought we have to stand alone.
but hand in hand through every fall, we found the strength to face it all.
This is the finale,
The ending of the fear,
the closing of a chapter.
that haunted us for years.
This is the finale,
No shadows left to chase, no one standing in our path, no mask left to replace. We'll rebuild these halls, we'll rebuild our hearts, and this time nothing tears them apart. The pain is gone, the war is won, and now our lives have just begun. The puppet plays a gentle tune, golden Freddy hums along. Afton smiles beneath the light in our laps for the first time in months. Old machines begin to sing, panels glow and engines ring, not because they have to run, but simply because they can. No alarms to wake the night, no voices trying to rewrite the people we have grown to be, or steal away our memories. Every scar, every tear led us to this moment here. And though the road was hard to climb, we finally get to call it mine.
this is the finale,
The ending of the fear,
the closing of a chapter.
that haunted us for years.
This is the finale,
No shadows left to chase, no one standing in our path, no mask left to replace. We'll rebuild these halls, we'll rebuild our hearts, and this time nothing tears them apart. The pain is gone,
the war is won.
and now our lives have just begun. Not every wound will disappear, not every memory is clear, but healing doesn't mean we forget. It means we choose what's coming next. The stars return, the dawn arrives, and for the first time in our lives, we aren't surviving, we're finally living.
This is the finale,
A song for all we've been,
for every loss, for every friend.
for learning how to rise again.
This is the finale,
The curtain slowly falls, but every ending simply means a brand new story calls. We'll build tomorrow brick by brick, we'll laugh again, we'll dance again. No fear remains, no war goes on, just open skies and the promise of a new dawn. grow dim, the music fades, the stage is empty. But somewhere in the distance, another melody waits to be written.
Whispers in the wind, unwritten lines, roads I traced in perfect signs. I thought love was clear and steady, a quiet sky, calm and ready. I held maps inside my hands, careful routes in distant lands, but the heart's a harbor without a name. It never follows reason's game. It falls like summer rain, suddenly breaking the day, washing every certainty. Never asks for your permission. It finds you lost, unprepared, and paints the chaos everywhere. Melts the ice around your fears, turns broken cracks into open doors. It's a fire you cannot command, yet you breathe because it's there. Without warning signs, beyond your careful designs, a beautiful, reckless spark, a flame inside the dark. Because love is never what you expect. It never follows the plans you protect. It's lightning burning deep in your chest. It strikes you can feel it in the air tonight. The sky is stitched with silver scars. I walk beneath collapsing stars. Every whisper says let go, but I plant my feet in burning snow. A shadow calls me by my name. I answer back with steady flame. If I'm breaking, let it show. I'm not a ghost, I'm coming home. Hold your breath, hear the silence crack. There's a heartbeat in the black. When the fear says stay, I rise anyway. I am the echo on the edge of the night, a spark that won't surrender to the tide. Let the storm crash down, I'll still be standing. I turn the dark into a way to find the light. I'm the echo, echo on the edge of the night. Glass-wing angels in neon rain, they fall and learn to fly again. I taste the thunder on my tongue, a war song for the broken ones. You said the world would bury me, but roots run deep when no one sees. If I'm bleeding, let it glow. I'm still alive, I'm taking hold. Hold your breath, hear the silence crack. There's a wildfire in the black. When the fear says stay, I rise anyway. I am the echo on the edge of the night, a spark that won't surrender to the tide. Let the storm crash down, I'll still be standing. I turn the dark into a way to find the light. I'm the echo, echo on the edge of the night. Strip me down to bone and truth. I'll build a crown from what I lose. No more chains, no more maybe. I choose the fire that remade me. I won't fade. I am the echo on the edge of the night, a spark that won't surrender to the tide. Let the storm crash down, I'll still be standing. I turn the dark into a way to find the light. I'm the echo, echo. I'm the
That road again, the same old turns. The city is sleeping, the asphalt patched and worn. The steady hum of the engine, the street lights glow in the sleepy routine. I just drift with the flow. It isn't a void, it's just a habit I've made. Another long day, just a part of the trade. I do what I must, counting down the days as the silence surrounds me in a heavy haze. But under this skin, deep down inside, a sleeping spark begins to rise. Though I lose myself in 1,000 things, sometimes a flash of clarity breaks through the gray, and there in the fracture, in the crack of the day, I see my whole self finally finding my soul. It can happen out there on the side of the street, when my eyes lock with yours and our boundaries meet. No need for a miracle, no grand design, just a light breath of air, a moment in time. I look at my hands, where does this light stand? Something inside me was never condemned. I am not the end of my own story's line. I'm something much greater, the sum of design. But under this skin, deep down inside, a sleeping spark begins to rise. Though I lose myself in 1,000 things, sometimes a flash of clarity breaks through the gray, and there in the fracture, in the crack of the day, I see my whole self finally finding my soul. A meeting with myself, so foreign yet near. In just a single second, everything is clear. That beneath the clothes, beneath the thickest shade, I am a nameless light that will never fade. Something has to break, something has to take place, so I can finally see the fullness of But under this skin, deep down inside, a sleeping spark begins to rise. Though I lose myself in 1,000 things, sometimes a flash of clarity breaks through the gray, and there in the fracture, in the crack of the day, I see my whole self finally finding my soul. This road again, the same old turns. Now I know it about us. Now I know it about me. Before I drift off, before I drift off, I'll think of you. outside the town. You speak while evening settles down, of fallen friends and final fights, as stars awaken with the night. I write it down line after line, the names beside your heart and mine. Then ask what drink one liked the best, or who could never get some rest. Tell me their names, I'll keep them near. Tell me their words, I'll always hear. Tell me their dreams, tell me their lives, the way their memory still survives. If time grows cruel and steals a face, I'll help restore each missing place. You carried them through storm and flame, now I will help you do the same. Climbs high above the plain, yet neither of us feels the change. The hours fade and drift away, while every story gets its day. You never talked this long before, yet every tale unlocks one more. The promise that I made was true. Tonight I'm here to carry two. Tell me their names, I'll keep them near. Tell me their words, I'll always hear. Tell me their dreams, tell me their lives, the way their memory still survives. If time grows cruel and steals a face, I'll help restore each missing place. You carried them through storm and flame, now I will help you do the same. I heard them all, like they were never gone at all. Tell me their names, I know them now, the stories etched beneath the bough. Tell me their dreams, tell me their lives, the way their memory still survives. Through storm and flame, tonight we spoke, they lived again. You rarely speak this much to me. I know how hard that choice can be. A quiet smile lights up your eyes for one more night. They stayed alive. flesh and blood alone. Who is our foe? What do we know? He lives in darkness far below. There is no light in him. There resides only sin. He seeks to destroy everything that is good. We wrestle not in earthly plane, for if we do, we fight in vain. Our war is in spirit if when we would. It's not flesh and blood, but powers of darkness. Satan is now raging in the world. He knows his time is short and Christ is coming, and soon a godly banner is unfurled. All that is wicked is destroyed at his coming. Only the righteous will survive. The wheat and tares are gathering, and soon the Lord will say which ones shall be burned and which ones kept alive. Powers of darkness in high places, and the kingdoms of the world shall all fall down. The high shall then be humbled as they've never been before, and the low shall be exalted with a crown. The tribes are being gathered even now, and Christ shall reign on earth when he comes. The city of the righteous, or Zion as it's called, shall have its light from Christ and not the and all men shall then live in peace. All hatred and war then will cease. The wheat shall grow unhindered, and in the garner stored, and every man shall hear the word of God. All that is wicked is destroyed at his coming. Only the righteous will survive. The wheat and tares are gathering, and soon the Lord will say which ones shall be burned and which ones kept alive.
is food, I do assume there is a problem. She found another lover. She found another lover. She found another lover. She found another lover. I've been in touch with you so long, got to know you better all along. We had no secrets for each other. So if you try to let me down, the only thing you do is fooling around. I do assume there is a problem. She found another lover. She found another lover. She found another lover. Oh yeah. She found another lover. I don't know what's going on. I thought our love was so strong. I don't know what's going on. She found another lover. She found another lover. She found another lover. Oh yeah. She found another lover. I don't know what's going on. I thought our love was so strong. I don't know what's going on. She found another lover. She found another lover. She found another lover. Oh yeah. She found another lover. She found another lover. She found another lover. She found another lover. Oh yeah. She found another lover.
Two years on my calendar, pictures pinned above my bed. You're laughing in my hoodie, him crashing on the edge. I brought you to each other, thought we'd all be on my side. Didn't see the quiet looks, didn't hear the late night lies. I set the table, pulled up 3 chairs. You carved your names right through mine there. Best friends don't do that. Lovers don't choose that. How you turn my whole world into a group chat. You were my safe place. You knew every scar. Now you're holding each other with pieces of my heart. Best friends don't do that. Yeah. and I found the door of a dark old place. Stepped inside with bare feet and breath. It looked empty, silent, cold. But my waiting years live there still. They told me there was nothing inside, just wasted time, just foolish pride. But in the silence, deep and slow, my heart kept beating, saying go. I didn't run, I didn't kneel, I stay right here until the sky would move for real. When you walk barefoot, the ground won't lie to you. Luck is not a number, it's the way you see it through. When you walk barefoot, life answers back. Today is winning day, I'm already standing where I'm at. A red envelope fell from the sky, not a promise, not a lie. 6 small numbers on white paper, but the sign was something greater. The ground split open wide, not the end, but a brand new side. Gold and silver, time and scars rose from darkness into stars. When you walk barefoot, fear stays behind. Before the jackpot, life already aligns. As long as I keep walking, I won't turn away. I'll walk like someone who already won today. I walk barefoot, no rush, no debt. Life is already said yes. I lay the jacket on the table, morning light across the floor. A painted day without a number, like I've seen this life before. Footsteps moving through the hours, shadows leaning into night. Then I tipped the world just slightly, and the circle learned my side. What was time became a stranger, what was motion learned to stay. And the day I thought I knew so well turned and looked the other way. Turn the day sideways, let it speak. There's a face in every week, every dawn that says goodbye too soon. upon the picture, just a life the colors keep. Every hour gently breathing while the city falls asleep. Morning's hope and evening's question share the same unbroken line, like a soul that doesn't notice when it crosses out of time. What was distant now is closer. What was ending feels like start. And the clock without a second hand is beating in my heart. Turn the days sideways, let it speak. There's a face in every week, every road that bends but doesn't end. Turn the days sideways, let it show all the things we'll never know are the ones we carry till the end. Time is not a thing you're holding, it's the way you learn to see. Every life a turning picture, painted patiently. If you listen past the ticking, past the fear of passing by, you'll hear the night say to the morning, we were never meant goodbye. Turn the day sideways, let it stay. Every face is on its way. Through the light we lose and find again. Turn the day sideways, don't be afraid. All the future, all the past is a circle learning how to end. Time passes, hear it passing, and some